Welcome back, 16 after 8. No formal qualifications needed, but the work is permanent and it can be damaging. We're talking about tattooing, with new figures showing there's been almost 500 new ACC claims related to tattoo injuries so far this year. In one instance, a South Auckland tattooist had to repair a traditional Samoan tattoo gone wrong, in a case where the victim almost lost his legs because of an infection. We're joined now by Bay of Islands Inc. owner and manager, Kieran Redling, who's having to do a whole heap of fix-up jobs following tats gone wrong. Kieran, good to have you on the program. Good morning.
Morena, Ryan. How are you today?
Oh, good, thank you. Kieran, what are you having to fix? Oh, you're in beautiful Russell. What are you having to fix up?
A lot, so especially in Northland with our council here. We have no bylaws up here, so we are not under any restrictions at all in the tattoo industry as other cities in Auckland, Christchurch, Wellington are coded. We get a lot of home job tattoos, a lot of sepsis, a lot of permanent scarring, and pretty much the artists in our studio specialise in cover-up tattoos, fixing botched garage tattoos.
That's the main business.
Absolutely. Probably, I would say a good 50% of our work is fixing up bad tattoos.
Jeepers. So is there any difference, like in the eyes of the law, there'd be no difference between somebody of your calibre, your staff's calibre doing it, and someone in a garage who's first time behind the tools?
Absolutely. So we, with Northland Regional Council and the Far North District Council, they enforce restrictions on hairdressers. They have to have a safety and hygiene practice certificate. We do not. So we deal in blood every day and we are not governed by the council. New Zealand has no standards. We do follow the New Zealand tattoo standards. But I think it's time to regulate. We've been trying for about 15 years to get even our council to start regulating it, as they do in Australia, where every tattooist has to be licensed. They have to follow strict codes, safety and hygiene. They have to have their hepatitis B vaccinations and even fingerprints now, so that there's no gang affiliations and that sort of thing. So we're definitely behind the times, and seeing the ACC figures on what they're having to do is way too high for New Zealand, and we are such a tattooed nation. We're one of the highest tattooed populations in the world. So it's definitely time to come up to code.
Kieran, not often you hear a business begging to be regulated, but here we are. Do you not worry that without these, shoddy garage jobs, you'd be out of business?
No, because there's still a lot of people wanting tattoos. We're in a tourist area, so most of our busy times are over the Christmas period, the summer period, where we don't even take appointments. We're on walk-in basis only for 3 months solid. So we still have that clientele as well. And then over the winter, we sort of get the locals coming back into the studio. But I think the amount of times we've seen young people at parties getting tattooed with the old Trade Me machines. Luckily, Trade Me stopped selling ink, so that slowed things down a little bit, but people can still access it on the internet. So that's sort of what we're trying to stop, because the permanent scarring and the sepsis that people can get from it is horrendous. It marks their skin for life. I'm not sure if ACC are covering that. Like, I was quite amazed that ACC is covering that many claims. But it's definitely time they need to step up. But Northland Council told us they just don't have the manpower to regulate it. So I can't see that happening. So where maybe New Zealand has to do a whole standard to cover the industry completely.
Kieran, what do people normally get? The bad ones, the garage jobs you're talking about, what sort of tattoos, what are they getting them of?
A lot of tamoko, so traditional tattoo. We get a lot of young people coming in with offensive writing that they thought was a great idea at the time, and then their parents bring them in to get it covered up. They can look at laser, but laser is also very expensive and extremely painful. And I know that has gotten bigger in the last 5 or 10 years as well. But then ACC does not cover that. So that's on the people's cost. And you normally need a good 10 sessions of laser to remove even the smallest tattoo. So a cover-up is normally the better idea when you're with a professional that knows how to work the skin and knows what they can get away with covering. We need to wait at least a year to go over one that has scarred up or has been infected, and then go through the aftercare, which these people in garages don't get the aftercare. They're not told what they can and can't do.
Right. Karen, appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for being with me. Karen Ridgeling, Bay of Islands Inc. owner and manager. 21 minutes after 8, we'll get to our panel next on Herald Now.